Monash's eyes gleamed with ambition as he shared his vision with Tapiwa. Without Tuda, they could wield power beyond imagination, twisting destinies, accumulating wealth, and becoming masters of their own fate. Tapiwa was tired of her concubine status. She yearned for freedom and prosperity for her family. Monash prepared a potent herbal bath for her, setting their plan in motion. Meanwhile, Tuda did his daily routine, seeking solace by the river. There, he stumbled upon Tapiwa, naked and gasping for breath. Startled, he closed his eyes, but her cries for help compelled him to open them. He ran and carried her to his cave. He tended to Tapiwa, brewing herbs in his cave. Tapiwa was so rude to him, she demanded a softer bed. She kept yelling at Tuda, demanding many things. Tuda was intrigued and bewildered. How can such a maiden speak to me like this? Doesn't she know that I, Tuda, the most feared man in the village, can end her life easily with just magic? Tuda thought to himself. But with these endless errands, Tuda found himself connected to Tapiwa. He found himself caring for her. One stormy night, Tapiwa drank a mysterious poison, given by Monash. Shivering on the brink of death, Tuda's bond with her clouded his judgment. He didn't know which herbs to give her. Desperate, Tapiwa proposed a solution. How about if we generate heat and warm together under these blankets? That way I can get better, said Tapiwa. Tuda was skeptical and scared. He murmured, "Are you sure? How? Just close your eyes and let me guide you. Relax and loosen your body," said Tapiwa. And their union ignited a passion he had never known. He didn't know whether to cry or laugh while Tapiwa was riding and taming his horse. Tuda woke up a new man with a big smile on his face. "So this is life," he murmured to himself. When Tapiwa got better, she told Tuda that she's leaving to be with the king. Tuda was heartbroken and begged her to stay, but she insisted on leaving. "What can I do to make you stay?" Tuda pleaded. "Get me inside your brain. I want to know everything you know concerning the spiritual realm," said Tapiwa. Tuda couldn't go back on his word, so he began to teach Tapiwa. Armed with this knowledge, Tapiwa betrayed Tuda, revealing everything to Monash. They made a plan. And so, one day while Tuda and Tapiwa were in bed together, the king and his men came and found Tuda with his favorite concubine. Angry and disappointed, he chased him out of the village, never to return. And so Monash was elected the seer of the village. Monash wreaked havoc. He exchanged destinies with his magic. He and Tapiwa prospered in the village. But because of the injustice, the village was in an imbalance. A black cloud mist covered the village. The people suffered. Diseases came. The king called on Monash to ask the gods about this matter. Monash did his incantation and claimed he didn't know the cause of this havoc. A seer from another village was summoned. He threw the bones to the ground and said, "The gods demand balance." He explained that only a child could bring this balance. This child needed to be reunited with his father, because he was the next seer. Everyone wondered who this mysterious seer could be, with a child. Thus, the quest began to find him. 2 years passed, as fear and poverty gripped the people. The king summoned the seer once more, for an explanation. He cast the bones again and said, "The concubine has hidden the seer. Her name is Tapiwa." The villagers stood in shock. Tapiwa was summoned, and refused to reveal the truth. However, faced with the threat of death, she relented and brought forth a little boy. "This is Tuda's son," she said, trembling in fear. Thus, Tuda was reunited with his son, and together they worked to dispel the black mist. Prosperity returned to the village, and Tuda lived with his son. Eventually, he married Tapiwa, determined this time to be the one who would tame the lioness Tapiwa and make her a submissive wife.
highlifeng.com